Okay, guys, today we are here with 40 tips for 40 days. This is day number 2. And I'm going to introduce you to a very relatively simple concept called buy low, sell high. At the end of the day, that's how you stay in this real estate market, is by buying the property. What your purchase price is literally how you're going to make your money. Now, at the end of the day, it seems like a relatively simple concept, but you'd be surprised at how many people actually muff this up and mess it up. They'll think that they can buy it at 70% of ARV and don't even pay attention to what the repairs are and think they've got a great deal. Well, that's not how it works, because you've got to be able to buy that property, rehab it, and sell it. So by the time that you put all of your money into the project over a 6-month term, you haven't bought it low, really. All you've done is bought it to where now all your holding costs is capitalized all your profits. But at the end of the day, you can always go back to the drawing board and sell high, especially if the market demands it. So buy low and sell high. The concept's simple but powerful. Buying properties at a low price and selling them at a higher price is the foundation of a profitable real estate investment. Let's break down how you can apply this principle effectively and efficiently. First, you'll need to understand market trends. Always research the local market conditions, including economic indicators like interest rates. That's a big thing right now. Interest rates are high. So I've always used this example, being my first learning curve with interest rates. People that bought properties at the beginning when interest rates were low could have sold or refinanced properties and had plenty of cash flow if they would have gotten into it at a sub 4% interest rate. Now, some of those properties are not able to cash flow. Now, we're talking about selling properties and not really holding them. But at the end of the day, this knowledge helps you identify the best times and locations to buy. For example, locations to buy. There are little pockets of Houston. One of them is Crystal Beach right now in Galveston. It's not a great area to buy right now because there's a lot of actives. Biggest thing you got to pay attention to is how many actives versus pendings that you have in that market right now. We can't go off, or investors shouldn't go off of, well, the market will pick up. How do you know the market will pick up? We were told early January that we're going to have so many interest rate drops this year, and we haven't had one. In fact, inflation has gone up a little bit or remained steady. It hasn't gone down. So those are key factors that you have to pay attention to. When you're looking at any property out there, you got to make sure that you're paying attention to actives versus your pendings and solds. If there's not a lot of solds and you've got a lot of actives and very few pendings, that means that market's not moving. Crystal Beach is big right now in that area. Within a quarter mile, you have 31 actives. 31 and within a quarter mile, and that's just a little bit a segment of the Crystal Beach area. So you got to pay attention to that. Negotiation skills. This is what a lot of people are fearful of and or just don't know how to. Negotiating is key. Building a strong relationship with the seller, real estate agent, effectively negotiating can help you secure the property below the market value. Remember, it's all about getting the best deal. Guys, there's 100 investors out there that will tell you that at the end of the day, building relationships and having people bring you off-market deals is the only way that you're going to be successful in buying and selling real estate as far as investments go. You got to put your name out there, and you got to have people that are out there actively searching for properties for you because they know that you'll close. And the only way you're going to close is have a good lender and have somebody that's going to have your back. That's why we like to educate all of our clients and do it for free. Value addition. Now, as a hard money lender, we always talk about adding value to the property. To sell high, adding value to your property makes strategic renovations, upgrades, and increase the net worth. Enhancing curb appeal can also attract buyers and justify a higher price. Guys, look, this is a tip that Eddie Gant gave me. As soon as you buy the house, the very next day you need to put a for sale sign in the front yard. For sale sign in the front yard while it's rehab. For sale sign in the front yard all the way through the process. Because you never know. Somebody may come along, drive by, see that property, and say, I want that property. I want it for myself. I want it. I like it in this area. Or I got a mom that I want to move to this area. Or I've got a sister that I want to move to this area. Putting a for sale sign in your front yard the day after you close is a great tip. It's great. And you never know. You can make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and never even touch the property just because somebody else wants it worse than you do. Guys, trust me on this. At the end of the day, we are always here to make sure that you're making wise investments and make sure that everything that you're doing out there makes sense. We're here to evaluate your properties. We're here to let you know if you're buying them low. We're also here to tell you if you're selling them in a market. So I have clients call me all the time and say, Rob, I have this listed at this. What do you think's wrong with the property? All right, well, send me your photos. So they'll send me their photos. I'm like, well, when we did the appraisal, if it's one of our properties that we did, we expected you to do this, this, and this. What you did was this, this, and this, and you left out maybe doing a roof, maybe upgrading that kitchen, maybe upgrading it to the level that it needed to be upgraded. You made it look pretty, but you didn't put new cabinets, or you didn't put granite, or you didn't do a certain thing. Now, there's big triggers that you have to hit in this market. Granite is a must. Even for the lower end stuff, granite is a must nowadays. There's a lot of investors that'll just put lipstick on a pig and throw it out there. Great strategy to pick up, $10, $20, $30, $40,000. But on nicer rehabs, you've got to do the details. The details matter in higher end properties. And you'll be surprised, some investors just clean it up, throw paint on it, and say, oh, well, I'll make, $10,000, $15,000 on it. But your holding cost is going to eat that up real quick if you don't flip it quick. So sometimes you got to go back to the drawing board and say, hey, I couldn't get it sold. Now I've got to, maybe invest some more money into this. That way I can, sell it at a higher price. At the end of the day, let us help you with that. Let us help you figure out where you should be buying it. Let us help you figure out where you should be selling. And at the end of the day, if you don't agree with us, hey, no sweat. It's still free until we close. Free evaluations all day long. Anyways, guys, that's all the time I got for today. Tomorrow, I hope to see you for tip number 3. Looking forward to seeing you then. Rob Trigg with Jet Lending out here.